What's up? Oh, hold on. What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Cookie, and I finally got my shit together, and I got my own show. So today we're doing something a little bit different, as you see. New location. I am no longer at the internship until next year. So we getting close and personal. I already got my real hair out, just so you can know. I'm being transparent, baby. So our next pillar in our emotional intelligence journey is social awareness. Now, I had something special planned for today because my mama called me last night and I was going to go to the internship just so I can get out the house and record because I'm learning myself and I'm putting things in place. If you haven't gone seen that video, go tap back and look at it. I know that I don't need to be in the house with nothing to do like this. So she told me she was going to Alabama today. Day trip, turning around. So, you know, your girl's in there like swimwear. And I was thinking to myself, Cookie, what other way to talk about social awareness than going outside and getting social? Yeah, well, it's going to be social at my internship, but let's go get social with family. We'll make a few stops. You can see a few of my family members. And I'm going to think about introducing y'all to my mama. Oh, she's a real character. If you think I'm a lot. Okay, so we're off. We're at the gas station. My mama went inside. Oh, she's back. She went inside to get some gas. So I thought, why not start the video now? So what is social awareness? How can it help? What are the benefits? Let's go. So for a lack of a better term, you get people, you get the world, you understand social norms, you accept ethical standards, yada, 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 all of that. But what I'm in the season of teaching right now is that you accept support, you understand community and its importance. And I know you're probably asking yourself, what are the benefits? What am I even doing all this hard work for? And the hard answer is socialization, to be socialized. Now let's break it down. One main component is to build friendships and all other relationships. We need to know who we're around and how to interact with them. So our next benefit is communication. Now we have a nonverbals test coming up, but our nonverbal cues, we need to understand those. We also need to understand the importance of our communication styles and other people's communication styles. How do they interact with each other? Now, our last benefit is overall well-being, people. Overall well-being. You move better. You move freelier. That's not a word, but you know what I was saying. When you know yourself, when you know who you're dealing with and how to deal with them. So, short story time with Cookie. So in kindergarten, I found out how much I wanted to be a wife and a mother. I realized that's what my dream was. But you know, the issue was I was in kindergarten. And surprisingly, niggas weren't acting right then, and they was barely acting right now. You know, luckily I went and found me one. But that has been my main journey. My main focus on this journey is finding love so I can have a family. But in doing that, you guys, I realized how hard that is. Issues with myself, issues with partners, issues with the world, you know. So I realized that it was up to me. It was up to me to do the work, to figure out myself, to figure out the people that I was trying to invest my time in. One thing, though, that always saved me was that people like to call me nosy. But what I realized is my nosiness is I'm observant. I am very observational and insightful, and that helps me out. I know how to read a room, I know when to pull back, and that's where social awareness came into play. I realized that if I wanted to have this amazing relationship, this amazing family, I was going to have to take care and take into consideration people other than myself, Yeah, let's go into it. So everyone, right now we are in Calera, Alabama, and this is Thorny Lane. Thorny Lane, this is where my father's side of the family is from. Now I'm about to go see my aunt Verenda. Probably won't put her on camera because she doesn't really like or believe in social media. So yeah. Could not have touched down in Alabama without to seeing my other half. I present to you my Ivy. So it's wet. It's wet. Say it for me. Say it for me if you know. It's test time, you guys. Yeah, it's raining, but that don't stop no show round here. It don't stop no show. Today's test is gonna be a little bit different though. Today's is gonna be an evaluation. Little self checklist, you know? Let's get into it. All right. Item number 1, eye contact. How comfortable are you giving eye contact? And do you take notice of other people's eye contact? Is it too much? Is it too little? Next on the list is facial expressions. Ooh, this one is hard for me. I have to work on this one especially hard because my face give away everything. Does yours? Or have you taken note of the other person's facial expression during conversation? That's my mom. So next on the list is tone. A lot of the times it's the words we choose to use that leave people feeling some type of way. Insert feeling word here, but you know, like I said, we'll get into that in a later video. Choosing the right words in the tone or the volume that we're using them in, yeah, that's an important one. Are we doing that correctly? Because we could have chosen better words sometimes, right? Right? Yeah. Okay, so the next one is posture and gestures. We have to understand that when you slouch over when somebody talking to you, it's giving off that you don't care. You don't really want to hear what they have to say. You have to understand that when you're showing that you're tired of somebody, they don't probably want to receive that during a conversation. So we need to be mindful of the gestures and the posture that we have. Yeah. Now this next one is touch. Everybody don't like to be touched. Some people like to touch. Find out where you are and where your community lies in that, and take heed, because you don't want to get hit because somebody don't like being touched. You don't know what people's past traumas are or what they have going on. And that could be the same for you. So be mindful with the touchy feely stuff. That ain't everybody's love language. Now this one, I gotta be let me get close for my girls in the back. Timing and place. Ooh, cause it's a time and a place for everything. And that conversation, when you mad, ain't the time. At his job, at her job, at the grocery store, ain't the place. So yeah, be mindful of where you are. I understand it's hot and heavy on your heart, but baby, this ain't the time. This ain't the place. Yeah. Now this one was kind of new for me, so I had to read up on it. But sounds. Baby, don't blow raspberries at me. Don't blow raspberries in this conversation, because if you tired, then what you talking for? Okay, let me get up. I was taking that personal. We got to be mindful of the sounds we make. Even goes for our phones, baby. If your phone is going off during an important conversation, that will leave someone frustrated. I know you didn't call yourself, but baby, put this phone on silent. You ain't got to reply to that text message right now. And be mindful. I understand facial expressions and making sounds are two things that we don't really take into consideration, but baby, they heavy hitters. You take these 7 items and you evaluate yourself. You can share them with your friends so y'all can evaluate yourselves and see where the work must begin. Now, Cook's Neighborhood, I'm going to leave you with a tip. If I don't leave you with nothing else, I'm going to leave you with a tip. Well, let's see what we go. Tip number 1 is eye contact. Make it. If you have an issue making eye contact, that's where your work begins, because that normally leads into other issues, and I'll let you research and find those. But yeah, eye contact, maybe a head nod. Let the person know that you're interested, because some of us may not know these things. Tip number 2, don't get your feelings hurt by the truth. It's the truth. It's okay. What Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them. It's okay. It's okay. You were learning, and that's fine. Everybody ain't gonna be who you thought they was. And that's a part of life. Tip number 3, I think, was best said by a girl, Beyonce in Dreamgirls, when she said, listen, hey, to the song here. Okay, anyways, listen, just listen, don't listen. So it's simple, but baby, it's hard. Just listen. So I have finally made it home, you guys. In all the traffic and the rain, I am here for your Cook's Crumble. And it goes a little something like this. Red flags are red for a reason. That's so we can see them, so we won't miss them. But if you too cool for school, and you got on your hater blockers all the time, you will miss them. And or worse, you will run right into them. But hey, don't get mad at me. I'm just giving options, because options give you freedom. See you guys next week.